All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It is Saturday, Super Storm Saturday. There is a bomb cyclone, something or other, blizzard, whatever you want to call it, heading through New England today. So I hope you're all safe, whatever it is you're doing today. What are we talking about today? Well, first and foremost, this T-shirt. Notice I have to stand way back here. This is a great shirt. I cannot take credit for this shirt. That goes to Leslie Hersom for sending me a picture of a very similar one of this. So I cannot take credit, but when I saw it, I was like, that is a Rock Cave T-shirt if I ever saw one. And any excuse to play The Cure in my book is basically fine. It's fine. Like The Cure, I mean, what can we say about The Cure? We've covered The Cure before, but this is a perfect opportunity to revisit them because it's been a little while. I'm a longtime fan of The Cure, but sometimes, you play a band and then thanks to things like Pandora or Spotify, you hear songs you've never heard before or that you haven't heard in a long time, and then one day you're like, wow, I am a huge fan of this band. I'm a bigger fan than I even thought, and that's what happened to me over the last 15 years or so. Always a fan, but it's really more like a super fan. Just love their music so much, and stuff comes on and you're just like, wow, this is just so good, right? So I don't know about you, but the first time I ever heard The Cure was Friday Night Videos. Who remembers Friday Night Videos? Anyone? Yeah, I went from a cable town in New Hampshire and moved to a non-cable town in Connecticut. So the only way to get anything close to MTV was to watch Friday Night Videos. I think it was on at like 11 p.m. on Friday nights, if I'm not mistaken. And the first time I ever heard The Cure was when they played the video for Love Cats. When I saw the video for Love Cats, I was like, this is a band for me. I was like, they're quirky, they're different, I love this music. Man, that's when I fell in love with The Cure. So what about you? When did you first hear The Cure? I had that song on some kind of weird compilation record from Russia that had all these weird songs on it. But anyway, I think my first Cure cassette was probably Staring at the Sea, the singles, right? Is that what that was called? And so, yeah, we tended to buy greatest hits or compilation albums because more bang for your buck, right? And some of their records weren't even available in the United States in the early 80s. But, there's a lot of good stuff when you go digging deep here. And just recently, over the last year or so, they released a Blu-ray DVD of a live concert, two different live concerts for the 40th anniversary. Anyway, I played that and it's so good. So hoping to catch The Cure in concert one of these days. Have not seen them, but they are touring in Europe at the end of the year. So maybe we'll do something like that. Who knows? So Mark, what are you doing for Song of the Day? I had a lot of choices and I wasn't going to pick one of the top hits. That's where I was going to go today. So I did have 3 tracks that I narrowed it down to, and I was listening to them this morning, and I finally picked my Song of the Day. And it might be one that you're not familiar with, or you might be familiar with it, but you don't know, you just haven't heard it in a long time. But we're going with Jumping Someone Else's Train. If you don't know this track was a stand-alone single by itself in November of 1979 in the UK, and it was later added to the first release in the United States, which was Boys Don't Cry, which was already a compilation album. They put out a compilation album to try to stir up interest in the band in the United States. So they took some songs off of their debut record, Three Imaginary Boys, which I don't think they ever released that in the United States in its entirety. Or maybe if they didn't, if they did, it wasn't for a long time. But they took some tracks from there and some other stuff from early in their career, and they threw this one on there for the United States. And that Boys Don't Cry 1980 was, like I said, a compilation album, but it was weird. It was a compilation album, but also just like a standalone album because no one was familiar with their music. Robert Smith hates their debut record, by the way, Three Imaginary Boys. He says the record company was the ones who were in charge of putting some tracks on there that they probably would have left off, and he got more control over those decisions later. But this song, Jumping Someone Else's Train, I don't know if they played it on the radio. I don't know. I didn't hear it until I got Pandora, I think. But this is a great tune, and I hope you know it. And if you don't know it, you're going to play it today and tell me what you think. The other two choices for me were off of a later release, the 1992 album Wish. If you don't know that one, of course, has Friday I'm in Love. Everyone knows that one. But two songs on there that don't get enough attention. High is one of them. That's the one that was really close to Song of the Day today. And A Letter to Elise is also on that record, and that is awesome too. So those were neck and neck for Song of the Day today, but we are doing Jumping Someone Else's Train. The Cure is perfect to listen to today if you're stuck at home. So check out The Cure today. I know there's fans out there. I want to hear your Cure stories. Enjoy it. Again, whatever you're doing today, I hope it involves music. And crank up that Cure. Enjoy your Saturday. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.